Okay, yeah. Right, here we go. Well, it's DJ, just, yeah, basically got a new project I'm thinking about doing. Yeah, this all started with this book, basically. So, yeah, this is the cover of Another Fine Myth by Robert Asprin. A series to take very, very seriously. Yeah, this image on the front, I think, is by Fangorn. Should double check that. Well, this is the point. This is the start. You're checking me at the start, right? Basically, this book is an awesome book. I read it when I was a lad. And like for time, I thought, I wouldn't mind seeing that as a movie. Then time gone, and then never seen it as a movie. It's never been out. And then of course got some like kind of like some advancements on the technologies, give us a chance to basically start putting this thing together, maybe make it into a movie. So yeah, I'm very inspired by this image. When I was a lad, I thought it was amazing, fancy artwork. So props up to the man that done that. Hopefully we'll get in touch with him, or he can see like what we're doing with the new work and that. But yeah, it's just an introduction. I'm basically going to try and go through the process, show you what I was like figuring it out, and try and make a movie. Here we go. Right. Yeah, I'll drop some, mix up some creative stuff and some technical stuff, and like basically we'll cover like all the aspects and that. So if you're interested in these type of things, and you can check out different parts of it. But like I say, like from the artwork, and then the novel itself. Well, the novel's basically got a digital copy here on Linux. So we've got a PDF version of it. So this is like the PDF version of like the book I had when I was a lad. Another Fine Myth Adventures by Robert Asprin. Unfortunately, he's passed away. It's published 1978. Yeah. That's probably over. And then he's got chapters. So he's got chapters in it. So then, it's the first time I ever thought to do this, but I thought, well, what do you need to make a movie? You need I suppose a screenplay, or you need to figure out the bits, the environments, the props, the characters, the locations, and all this stuff. So got our trusty notepad. What we're using here, I use any kind of notepad, whatever. It's Genie, this one. You use loads of different ones, but just all you need is the basic. So we start out chapter 1. So yeah, basically like bang, open the thing, right? Another Fine Myth. Chapter 1. Screenplay. Screenplay by DJ. Right. So what we're starting with? Starting with this quote. Right. So what's the called? You can copy that. Look, bring it over. What this is like? It's like a myth quote. Myth quoted. So we have a myth quote, and that's there are things on heaven and earth a ratio. Man was not meant to know. Hamlet. Now, I'm not sure if Hamlet actually said that. That's a Robert Asprin, isn't it? He likes to mix it up. So we start with a myth quote, and then we got, So this is like, chapter 1. No, hang on, I'll put that above there. Chapter 1. So yeah, where are we, or what's going on? It's really the first bit. One of the few redeeming facets of instructors, I thought, is that occasionally they can be fooled. Right, this is like some dialogue in this. This is it's our main character. So yeah, got some dialogue. It was true when my mother taught me to read. It was true when my father tried to teach me to be a farmer. And it's true now when I'm learning magic. Notice the magic with the G there. Gives it some like sense of character. Well, yes, this bit of dialogue. So this is like in a screenplay. This is like the actor would be saying this, wouldn't he? So we copy that over, and then right. So our main character, if you know, in case you didn't know his name, main character's name is to be introduced. So we don't know the name of the character yet. So alright, we don't know the character's name. So this must be like, well, this is a bit like a narrator. It's just like the narrator. The narrator is like the internal thoughts of the. Oh, here we go. Look, we need to put some notes on this. Always going to come up some notes. So the narrator with some notes. There you go. So it's like internal thoughts. Internal thoughts of main character. Internal thoughts. Okay, narrator is the internal thoughts of main lead character. Right, really starting to sound like a movie lingo. Right, internal thoughts. Right, so now we need to copy and paste this text here, which is this. Copy. And we'll bring that over to the notepad, and we'll put that in as the. Right, so these are the actual script. So this is what the. Oh yeah, on the Linux notepad you have to make sure that you've got new line visible. Oh, line wrapping. That's what you want. Line wrapping. There you go. Right, so we've got some. Okay, one of the few redeeming facets of instructors, I thought, is that occasionally they can be fooled. It was true when my mother taught me to read. Right, well, now here we go. Now in my head, that's what I mean about seeing this like a movie. It's obvious we all got imagination, so we can all imagine, like, well, what's it like? You know, what's this character like? Where are we? What's going on? You know, bring your imagination in. So within the movie, we're going to be able to like show things that are not in the text or not necessarily in the script. So here we've got, he's saying his mother taught him to read. So as this is like the first scene, chapter 1, first scene, first thing we're doing, then we've been introduced to this character. Well now we need to basically think of some scenes what this character can have to be in. So just in the notes, when we got I've got like a scene, and it's a mother teaching child to read. Okay, so we don't know yet who this character is. So that'd be one scene. So it was true when my mother taught me to read. It was true when my father tried to be a farmer. Tried to teach. All right, so that we can, in our imagination, you think, well, the father's showing the child how to do. He's trying to show him, but it sounds like he's not not doing a very good job of it. So father teaches child to farm, somewhat unsuccess. How do you spell successfully? Yeah. I suppose if you want to write a script, you should actually be able to spell. Anyway, we get to that. So that's another part of it. Okay, and it's true when I'm learning magic. So that sounds like a dramatic. Sounds like said dramatically. Well, maybe you should have something about the script like dramatic. Dramatically said. Yeah, I'm sure we'll make a bunch of mistakes as we go along, and we'll rearrange it and move it about and see we did that wrong, we do that better. So yeah, it's just the start of it, basically, just like start to make a movie. So well, I'm gonna see you going a bit further. Alright, we got the second character. Oh, you haven't been practicing. Garkin's harsh admonishment interrupted my musings. That's a harsh admonishment. So let's take that over to the script now. We've got a new character now. This is Garkin. And Garkin is saying, "You haven't been practicing." All of these dodgy quotation. Might have to sort that out with a bit of auto. Garkin's heart is admonishing my musings. Now that's internal dialogue, so that would be the narrator. And of course we'll have a bit of a gap there. "You haven't been practicing." Garkin's harsh admonishment interrupted my musings. So within the movie, we make some. Then we're going to have a picture of Garkin, so that we can see who Garkin is, and that'll be the actor. And then, how do we show his interrupted musings? Notes. Or what was he musing? Or maybe just looking around room through how do you spell through UGA, through characters' eyes, through main character's eyes. Look around the room through main character's eyes. Yes, we're kind of checking out the inside of Garkin's. Well, where are we? Hang on. I have two. I protested. It's just a difficult exercise. Right, now here we're going to, so obviously we're modifying the overall novel, and we're kind of taking out parts that are not necessarily for the text, but then they're useful for the direction. So the next, so I protested. So this is not the narrator. This is the actual lead character, whose name we don't know yet. So let's just temporarily call him lead character, or call them lead character. I have to. Now, protested. So let's put a little script note there. Protested. It's just a difficult exercise. Do we separate the text if script writing? Folks know exactly how to do this, so I'm just making up notes. It's just a difficult exercise. Oh, let's save it. Okay, save as a screenplay. AF, another fine myth. Screenplay. By DJ. Right. Alright, now yeah. I have to. It's just a difficult exercise. As if in response, the feather I was levitating began to tremble and wobble in mid-air. "You aren't concentrating," he accused. "It's the wind," I argued. I wanted to add, "from your loud mouth," but didn't dare. Early in our lessons, Garkin had demonstrated his lack of appreciation for cheeky apprentices. Oh, that's almost like a flashback. So the character's having a flashback of when he was being taught different lessons by Garkin, and Garkin was showing his lack of appreciation by, I suppose, I suppose we'd call it clipping him around the ear, clipping him around the ear hole. Admonish, maybe just call him a name or something. The wind, he sneered, mimicking my voice, like this dolt. My mental contact with the object of, right, this the narrator again. Right, so you can start to see how, we're looking for like scenes and things within it. So I protested. It's just difficult. As if in response, the feather I was levitating began to tremble and wobble as if in mid-air. Okay.